Rising Phoenix Oracle, I am T the Oracle. And thank you for tuning in for another live. And of course, this live is for free mini readings. So if you have a question, go ahead and put it into the chat. I'm going to pull up my device here and make sure I'll be able to see the chat. Mini readings. All right, guys. Let me make sure I can see the chat. Let's see, live chat. All right, so I will be able to see it here and then on my other device. All right, guys, so if you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat and I will go in the order that it is received. All right, and while we're waiting for people to go ahead and come into the room, I'll go ahead and pull some cards to read the energy for today, which is Monday. So let me go ahead and shuffle some cards. And as I shuffle and everyone come into the room, please go ahead and put your questions into the chat. I definitely will not be able to stay long today. I do have some things that I need to do. So if I do not get to you, please do not be mad. You can come back another day, or you can go to my website and purchase a reading. Donations are appreciated, and my Cash App is in the description box. All right, let's go ahead and read the energy for today. The first card that we have here is Perseverance. Okay. Next card we have here, this one came reversed. It is Complacency. All right, and then we'll pull one more card. This card is Confusion. All right, so with this particular energy, let's see, how will we dissect this? How will we put this all together? Let me fix my... All right, so, oh, goodness. All right, so if we read this backwards, hold on, let me mute myself on my other device. It's a feedback. All right, so if we put this together here, if you're dealing with confusion, if you're dealing with just not being sure, doubtful, if you feel like you want to make a move, you want something to happen, but you're just not sure what to do. Okay. And sometimes when you get into this place where you may experience complacency or even confusion, it causes you to just halt. It causes you to stop. It causes you to not want to make any type of decisions. Okay. And when you're at a point where you don't want to make any decisions, you've made a halt, that's not necessarily a good thing. Now, of course, you know, sometimes you need to stop, take your time, think about things, and really understand the scope of what you're doing and the decisions that you're going to make. However, you can't stay at that place for a long period of time. You have to be able to continue on, to move forward. That's what life is about. It's about moving forward. It's about changes. It's about growth. It's about, like I said, moving forward. If you choose to go against the grain and not move forward or not progress, you're going to be pushed along whether you want to or not. And it's going to be difficult for you because it's like you're going against natural order. So when natural order, you're not quite sure where to go, you feel as if it's better to just stay there than to make a move. Now, on one hand, that could be a good idea. However, what I just said, one thing that's constant in life is change. And so change needs to occur and it needs to happen because it helps to elevate our growth. Okay, so you have to make a decision. And if you feel like giving up, that's why this card is here, the perseverance, to keep you moving forward. Okay, that's that perseverance card. Now, if we take a look at these two cards here, this is a Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. So this represents the solar plexus and this represents the root chakra, okay? And a lot of times those go together when you're interpreting certain things. So if you're rooted, if you're grounded, if you feel secure, if you feel comfortable, if you truly understand what's going on, then you'll be able to move forward. So how do you get clarity from this complacency and this confusion? You have to rule out all other things that are causing the blocked mind, the blocked thought process. And how do you do that? There's a number of ways that you can do it. It's really up to you. However, you definitely need to, what I always tell you guys, I always like to write it out. So if I have a lot on my mind, there's a lot in my mind and on my mind, I'm thinking about a lot, there's a particular situation or multiple situations that are heavy, they're connected. Sometimes you have to get it out of your mind. Sometimes it helps you to get that out of your mind so you can be able to clearly process everything. The point of getting it out of your mind and situating it on paper helps you to bring clarity to your mind and free up space so then you can feel comfortable persevering and making better decisions instead of being stuck. Okay? So the energy for today, move past this complacency and confusion and the cloudiness that you may experience. Persevere and move forward so that you can allow change to happen. Change is not always bad. When we think about change, 9 times out of 10, people think of that as a negative thing. Change is not negative. You need to be able to progress in life and move forward. Okay? So just keep that in mind for today's energy, Monday, today's energy. Okay? So that's the energy reading for today. And if I don't see any questions in the chat as of yet, I will go ahead and do a healing reading. Okay? So we're going to go to the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck here. And we'll go ahead and see what areas in your life need healing. What do you need to focus on? What needs to be healed or resolved? Okay? What needs to be healed or resolved? Do a few more shuffles. What needs to be healed or resolved? All right, and if you have any questions and you want a free mini reading, go ahead and put that in the chat. All right, we just talked about the energy for today. Monday is changes, and this came out, right? What needs to be resolved? Dealing with, how do you deal with change? How do you deal with it? Do you always think change is a negative thing? Do you always dread change? Do you feel like you just don't want to go through changes? You're comfortable with being in the same mundane routine? Is that something that brings you comfort? It may bring you comfort, but you will also feel stagnant. You will also feel as if you're just not moving forward. You will notice everyone else around you is moving forward except for you. And it's a lot easier to see that if you're standing still. You will feel like everybody is moving on but you. And the reason why you may feel like that is because you're choosing to stay still because you're looking at change as a negative thing. Change is not always negative, okay? So with this healing deck that came out, this is letting us know what needs to be resolved, our view on change. Your view on change needs to be mitigated. You need to be able to understand that change is not necessarily a negative thing, okay? And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. And I do see that there are about 7 people here. So if you don't mind, go ahead and click the like button. All right, the next card here, something that needs to be resolved or healed. This says self-love, okay? You see that? Now, if we look at this particular card, it looks like there's the sun here. It looks like there's the moon down here. There's rain. There's a heart with wings. Okay, how many of us wear our heart on our sleeve? How many of us wear our heart on the outside? How many of us feel as if we let people walk all over us? How many people feel like that? Or you decided to open your heart to one person and you feel as if that person just stomped on your heart. And now that's a valid reason for you not to open yourself up to anybody else again. It's definitely a reason to be cautious, okay? How about if you've been through experiences where people didn't recognize your worth and didn't treat you as well? This could be in childhood, this can be through your teenage years, adult, early adult, adolescent. Um, so a lot of the issues that you experience with self deals with your upbringing. And if you did not have particularly supportive parents or parents who openly displayed love and was able to build you up instead of tear you down, a lot of times this will manifest as an adult with issues within yourself. And so you have to be aware of that. Hey, Coyle, how are you? I am well. How's it going today? Yeah, so with this self-love card, this really does have to be taken seriously. Because if you do not have self-love, if you do not love self, if you do not put self first, then you will allow for everyone else to come before you. So that means you will put people before you, before your feelings, before your emotions, and you will always feel as if you're giving, giving, giving to other people and you never receive. You'll feel like you're not good enough, okay? Good. You said doing good, doing for myself, and that's good. That's very good to hear. I'm glad. And sometimes it's difficult for us to do for ourselves. We've learned that, especially as women, we've learned that it's very important to put everyone else in front of us. Ourselves are always last, okay? And we have to learn how to erase that bit of information or erroneous information that we've learned and relearn in information that's true and that's beneficial to us. And the point is, you cannot love someone else, you cannot take care of someone else unless you have fully taken care of yourself, unless you fully understand what it is to love self. And so that's very important here. And that's why that card came out. So that's a very important part of the healing process as well. And then we have the unlimited possibilities cards. So you know how sometimes you may feel like this goes hand in hand with the chakra cards that I pulled before, the previous spread that I just had. It's like if you feel as if you're scared to move forward, you're not sure what's ahead. You may feel as if you don't even have any options and you're just afraid to move forward. But this card is telling you that there are unlimited possibilities. You have to move forward. You have to take that chance. There are unlimited possibilities. You see this tree here? As long as you are firmly rooted, as long as you are rooted and grounded, you know where base is. You know where home is. You know where you come from. You know your worth. You are rooted and grounded in that. So therefore, when you do decide to spread your wings or spread your branches and grow out into new avenues of life, you will be able to branch out as far as you can, but yet you are still stable and you are still rooted, and no one can knock you down. Okay? No one can knock you down. No one can knock your self-esteem down. No one can tell you about you but you. Okay? So this is this unlimited possibilities card. So if we put all of this together in the healing process, understand that change is not always a negative thing. It's not always a bad thing. Change is one of the constant things that will always occur. So let it flow. But just make sure you're prepared. Make sure you're aware. Make sure you understand what's going on so you be able to freely go through with that change. And then understand the importance of self-love. Understand that you really have to love yourself. You really have to cater to yourself. And you really have to know what it is that you like and don't like, that you agree with and disagree with. And that way you will be able to set boundaries for people that come into your life so they won't walk all over you and walk all over your heart. And then you have the unlimited possibilities cards. This solidifies all of this information, and it lets you know that you don't have to be afraid to spread your wings. Even when change occurs, change is good because it gets us out of that rut, and sometimes it has to push us forward so we can be able to progress. So understand that if you are grounded and you are rooted, then it's okay to grow. Okay? So that's the healing energy for today. Okay? That's the healing energy for today. Now, let's pull some cards about love. Okay? Let's pull some cards about love. What do we need to know about love for this week? And this could be, you know, platonic relationships, or this also could be romantic relationships as well. So however it applies or whatever it applies to, then so be it. So we'll just do a few more shuffles. What do we need to know about love for this week? Okay. Looks like everybody's a bit quiet today. What's going on today, other than the eclipse that's happening? What's going on today? There's usually lots of people in the chat with questions. Hi, Brenda. How are you today? Hey, Pormina. How are you? If you guys have any questions and you want a mini reading, go ahead and put that question in the chat. Please do. All right, this is the 7 chakra card that came out. Caring connections. And let's see, the last card, walking away. So what does this say, guys? This energy of love. What do we need to know here? Okay. It's good to have a deep connection, a mental connection. A deeper level connection with the people that you decide to have a relationship with, whether it's friends, you know, a love relationship or whatever. You have to connect on a deeper level. And that helps to solidify the relationship. Now, sometimes people, you know, they have little flings, or, you know, they like to have fun, and you don't have to connect so much on a deeper level. But if you're looking for a relationship as such, this caring connections, then it has to build. It has to be mental. It has to start with the mind first. You have to connect, okay? It can't be superficial. And understand that there are some relationships that you may have to walk away from because the connection is not there and it's just not serving you any purpose. So if these type of relationships here, the caring connections, the real authentic relationships are something that's very important to you, then make sure that you guys connect, okay, on a deeper level. And those relationships that don't serve a purpose, let them go. That's what that's saying. I'm good, Pornina. Let's see. Favorite one. Will I bounce back? Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to read from here. Okay, so looks like Pornima is first, and then favorite one, and then Brenda. Okay, so we'll just go in that order. So Pornima, I want to know my current boyfriend is the one who I'm going to marry. Okay, so we'll go with that first. Give me just a moment. Let's see, are we going to go with this one? Yeah, we'll still go with this deck. All right, so let's go here first. So for Pornima, is her current boyfriend the one that she's going to marry? Is her current boyfriend the one that she's going to marry? All right, and while I'm shuffling the cards, we'll do a few more shuffles. And like I always like to say, the only things that are set in life are the day you're born and the day you will die. Everything else in between can be altered and mitigated depending on your choices and the circumstances. So even though here within this reading, it is reading the current energy, it could change. First card is the first chakra card, Archangel Michael. Happy family. The sun. Okay, so Purnima, this looks pretty good here. This looks pretty good. So if we go to this first chakra card, Archangel Michael, and we look at Archangel Michael, he deals with protection. He's very protective, okay? This is a protective type of energy. And it deals with the first chakra, so it also deals with stability and having a good foundation. So all of this put together is a very good thing in regards to your relationship with your current boyfriend, okay? Now we take a look at the second card that came out. This says happy family. So you see two people here, also with two children. You see the rainbow here. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to click the like button. All right, so Purnima, you see this here, this family card here. So this is very good. This looks very good. So this is promising. It looks like this person does have the potential to be your husband. It does look good at this point. And then this last card here, we have the sun card. And you see how there's bright light, the sun is shining, she's bathing, you have the flowers here. It's good. It's almost, it reminds me of like a spiritual bath. Like she's just bathing and basking in the glow of the sun and good energy. All of these cards together to me state that it's very well a good possibility that this is your future husband. This is very good energy at this point. It's not heavy at all. I don't see anything negative. I don't see any issues. This looks very promising. This looks good. This looks good. So hopefully that helped you, Purnima. Let's see, favorite one. Will I bounce back from my losses in 2023? So let's take a look here. All right. You're very welcome, Purnima. All right, so will you bounce back from your losses of 2023? I'm sorry to hear about those losses. I know we all go through those ups and downs, as stated in the cards that I pulled in the beginning of this live that talked about changes and ups and downs and different things like that. So we do have those periods of time. But let's see what Spirit says. Will you be able to bounce back from the losses of 2023? One more shuffle. Will you be able to bounce back from the losses of 2023? All right, so looks like this card came out in the reverse. So first we have the Four of Air, okay? Then we have the Emperor card. All right, so we'll just pull 3 here, then we'll go ahead and explain what's going on. And then this one came out in the reverse as air, verse as well, King of Water, okay? So let's take a look at what we have here. Favorite one. Hello, Sagarika, if I pronounced that correctly. I'm sorry. Hello, Tuskeen. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat. Guys, I'm going to have to leave soon, so I can't stay on as long as I usually do. But if one more person puts a question in the chat, then I can be able to answer that. Okay, so Tuskeen would be the last person. Okay? All right, so let's see. Will you bounce back from your losses in 2023? Okay, and that one was favorite one. All right, so we have the Four of Air card that came out reversed. And it says, time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Okay, now this can go a number of ways, but we're going to look at the other 2 cards to put everything together. So typically when you look at the Four of Air here, it is a period, it's like a down period. It's a period of downtime. Now that may be forced because of specific reasons, or it may be because you've chosen to do so. However, that is a period of standstill. That is a period of rest. Okay. So you have to look at it as such. During that period of downtime, rest, or whatever it is, that is the time to kind of like plan, to make preparations, to research, and just to really find out what area you need to go in at this point, which direction to go in at this point that will be beneficial for you in the future. Okay, so that's what that rest time, that four of air. Because like I said, the four of air can go either which way. The air sign can be either which way. Right? But with this four of air, it's really saying, okay, take this downtime or this rest period to really gather yourself, gather information, and see what needs to be done. Now, when we look at this second card, the Emperor card, this is Archangel Michael. He's coming out a lot today. This is the second time he came out, right? It says organization and logic, structure, discipline, and leadership. Do you see that there? And remember I said he deals with just like, just being stable, protecting what is. And this one says organization and logic. So remember what I just said about the four of air, what the air sign could be anywhere. However, with that down period is the time where you're supposed to get things together, prepare, organize, see which direction you need to. So whether you actually needed this down period or this rest, I know sometimes we'll say some of these changes are difficult. Like I didn't want to go through this type of change and lose everything or go through this just to make a change. Now, sometimes changes occur because we didn't listen to it before, we didn't see the signs, or we may not make any moves because we're comfortable where we are. Whatever the reason is, it's a shakeup. And so at this particular time, when there's a downtime, it's telling you to go ahead and organize and structure and figure out what direction to go into. So this is saying you can be able to get up out of this. You just need to do your due diligence. And then this is the King of Water. Okay. Now with this King of Water, it says trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. It says open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So this one just kind of solidifies what the other two cards were stating, is the fact that just being able to prepare and get things together. But it also tells you that you may need to reach out to certain people, whether it's mentors, people who are knowledgeable in areas that you want to go into, whether it's finance or someone that helps you with building your finance again, or they can give good advice or different things like that. Definitely don't receive advice for someone who has not been successful in an area. They're just giving you suggestions. They're not giving you sound advice. But this is saying to seek out people who are knowledgeable in the area that can be able to assist you and give you ideas, so then you'll be able to further make better decisions for yourself as well in the future. So with all of these together, will you be able to bounce back? These cards are saying you will be able to bounce back, but you just have to put in the work. That's what these cards are saying. Definitely. I see that, the favorite one. Yeah, your down period. You needed it. Because like I said, sometimes we go through these particular experiences and sometimes we have to be pushed into a period because, like I said, we won't move forward, or we don't want to change. We're used to what's going on, or sometimes we just have to be pushed there. Whatever reason it is, it's needed. So you have to utilize that time. You're very welcome. Okay, so the next person, Brenda. Let's see. Where do you see my life going in 3 months? Okay, so where is Brenda's life headed in 3 months? Where is Brenda's life headed in 3 months? Let's see here. And then after Brenda, looks like we have Ugly Boy, right? And then Tesking, that'll be it. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, share with other people. And then also look at my description box. You can visit my website if you want like personal readings from me. And then I also do have a Cash App there if you'd like to donate. All right, one more shuffle for you, Brenda. Where's your life headed in the next 3 months? All right, let's see here. All right, so this one is in the reverse. So we have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. That one is in the reverse. You have the Thinking Man card. Okay. All right. And then you have the Yin and Yang card. Okay. And that one came out in the reverse as well. Let's see here. I feel like I want to pull a few more cards. This one is in the reverse, Healer of Ages. And then we have the Thinking Woman. All right. And then we have the Door to Romance. All right. This looks like a couple different things going on at once. Okay. This looks like a balance of two people. It looks like a balance of energies, so to speak. Because number one, you have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. This one was reversed. This deals with the solar plexus. So this is the energy of the solar plexus that deals with the will, the drive, pushing forward, moving forward, momentum. So it looks like things... Initially, this is saying things may slow down a little bit. So if things have been kind of like going steady for a while, or things have been going a fast pace, it looks like it may begin to slow down a little bit. So that's initially what it's saying. Okay. And then also what I'm getting is it may be a period of time to power up, or to go inward, or to recharge yourself. If you feel like you kind of been feeling tired lately, or you feel as if there's kind of like been a lot going on, or even if you just kind of want to do a little bit more internal work with yourself, or even spending more time with yourself, it looks like this is a good time to kind of go with inward and deal with yourself. Then you have the Thinking Man card along with the Yin and Yang card. So this is, okay, I see a lot of different things coming to mind with me with this. Okay, so this could deal with a particular person in your life, or a relationship, and the merging of two different energies. So it could be male and female. It could be masculine and feminine. It could be positive and negative. But it's just those two opposite ends of energy trying to merge together to find balance. Okay. And when we deal with this Thinking Man card, to me, it usually deals with someone who is, what is the word? Someone who is very well, their mind is I almost want to say brilliant, or they think a certain way. It's like you look at them as a person who has a good mind, a brilliant mind, or a good head on their shoulders. Okay, a good strong type of energy. This is very strong type of energy. So when you look at this Yin and Yang card, I'm feeling two strong energies. So sometimes when two strong energies come together, it may be difficult for it to kind of mesh very well, because you have this Thinking Woman card too as well. This one came out. So you have the Thinking Man and the Thinking Woman. Two strong, independent, good thinker, brilliant thinkers type of energy. And sometimes it may be difficult to mesh together. However, these are two powerful energies as well. So when they do learn how to come together, it's magic. Okay, that's why you have the Healer of the Ages card. Okay, so this can represent you with another person, but it could also represent the duality or the energies within yourself as well. If you're trying to bring yourself back into balance, there's some things that you're dealing with, just competing energies and situations within your life, just bringing it into balance. Okay. And if you're thinking about things, like I said, if there's like some heavy energy, or you're thinking about things, that's why things are slowing down, and you can pull inward so you can be able to get more clarity. Okay. And then you have this interesting card, which is the Door to Romance card. So if this has something to do with a man, or like I said, the interesting energies of the two powerful energies joining together, you do have this door to romance card, okay? So you may be experiencing a relationship or the emerging of a good relationship. Two powerful minds, two like minds. It looks like that's interesting. So to summarize everything, Brenda, I would say there's a period where you'll be able to slow down within the next couple of months, and which is very beneficial to you to be able to go inward, to work on self. But then also with relationships, you'll be able to merge a lot easily and come to a balance within yourself, but also within relationships that you have. All right. Ugly boy, say my ex-girlfriend blocked me. Does she still love me, and will she come back to me soon? All right, guys. I'm going to have to go in a little bit, in a few minutes. Okay, so does your ex-girlfriend still love you? And will she unblock you soon? A few more shuffles. Does your ex-girlfriend still love you, and will she unblock you soon? All right. Door to personal healing and happiness. The world. Goddess of the moon. Fifth chakra. Seventh chakra. All tied up. Excuse me, guys. She's conflicted. At this point right now, she's having emotional ups and downs. Because you look at this Goddess of the Moon card. The moon deals with our internal emotions. You're welcome, Brenda. No problem. She's dealing with a lot of emotions, okay? She's having some ups and downs at this point. Not sure the dynamics of the relationship or why you guys broke up, but it does have her at an emotional state. And she's having ups and downs. That's what it's saying right here. Now, she felt as if things were promising. You see this door to personal healing and happiness. She does think about the good times. And it's like the world was ours. It's like the world was our oyster. Everything was at our fingertips. Everything was good. So that's why she's conflicted as to, okay, but how did it get here? You know what I mean? So the emotions are up and down. It was a good thing. We had good times. However, we got here. So I'm conflicted. So therefore, my emotions are up and down. So at this point, since I'm up and down, and I really can't control my emotions, it's very difficult for me. I'd rather just cut ties so I can deal with this, okay? Then you have the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. This deals with the heart. This is the heart chakra, okay? So this is matters of the heart. So she is, whatever it is, I'm sorry, this deals with the throat chakra. So this is the fifth chakra. So this deals with the throat chakra. So whatever it is, it feels as if there's a lot of things that are left unsaid. Okay, then you have the seventh chakra card here, which deals with the crown chakra. She feels all messed up. There are some things left unsaid. There are some things that she's dealing with emotional wise, but also in her mind. It's like it has her all tied up. She is not feeling it at this moment. Okay, so is she gonna unblock you at this moment? I don't necessarily think so. I do feel as if she still loves you because this card came out first, and this was the door to personal healing and happiness. She does remember the good times, but she's weighing her options to see if it's worth it. Okay, because she's saying that my feelings come first. Like, I need to make sure that I'm happy. So at this point, she's conflicted. She's conflicted. Is she going to unblock you right now? No, she's conflicted, and she's dealing with that. She still loves you, but she is very conflicted. Let's see. Tasheen, can I get good relationship with my husband? Recently, I have married with Asif. Okay, so Tasheen, will your relationship with your husband be good? Let's see. Will your relationship with your husband be good? Will your relationship with your husband be good? All right, guys, it is 10 a.m. on my time, so I'm going to have to go in just a few minutes. So if I didn't get to you, my apologies. You can come back tomorrow for a free reading, or you can click the description box and book a reading with me, a personal reading, and I definitely go more in depth. And please click the like button, guys, and subscribe and share. I truly appreciate it. All right, will you have a good relationship with your husband? Ooh-wee. Man holding a heart. Woman holding a coin. This is interesting. Reversed. Magic in the mirror. Man holding a coin. Man holding a coin. Man holding a heart. Okay, so Tuskine, or will you get a good relationship with your husband? Okay, so looking at these cards here, Tuskine, this looks very interesting. Okay, these cards are telling me that how can I say this? The relationship with you and your husband, it deals a lot with your satisfaction and how you feel, you being satisfied. It will be more likely for you to disconnect or walk away because of how you feel. It's not him walking away from you or him, you know, wanting a divorce or anything like that. It's more on your satisfaction. And your satisfaction is built on a number of things, but definitely stability, financial wise, and him being able to take care of the family. I'm not sure if you work as well, but I do know that stability is very important for you. Family stability and financial stability. Here we have a man holding a card, which is reversed, magician in the mirror, and third chakra. So it looks like there may be a bit of issues, financial issues within the relationship. I don't know if he needs to give money or something cultural wise, like if he owes money or if he owes your family member or something, but there's going to be some issues with money. I think the relationship could work, but it just depends. It depends on your satisfaction. Like if you're satisfied, if you're content. This card is feeling like you being unhappy for a particular reason. But if you could get past that, then, you know, things could just function normally. Will you be just like deeply in love and deeply happy? That's not what this saying, but could you make it work? You could make it work, but I don't see like deeply in love and just like a fairy tale type thing. That's what these cards are saying. Yeah, it feels like you out of both of y'all will not be happy. You're welcome, ugly boy. Yeah, it feels like you wouldn't be happy. Let's see, guys. I can do one more. 𝐷𝐞𝐚𝐝𝐢𝐧𝐠𝐬, is my daughter going to graduate this year? I can do one more, guys. I definitely have to go, but do come back tomorrow. Or just click the description link and you can book a reading with me. Okay, guys, because I have a lot to do today, so I can't stay on as long as I usually do. So this is the last one. Will your daughter graduate this year? 𝐷𝐞𝐚𝐝𝐢𝐧𝐬. You're very welcome to Scheme. Sarah, if you could come back tomorrow or just click the link in the description and book a reading. I do have to go. Will your daughter graduate from high school this year? Is she in high school? Will your daughter graduate this year? Let's pull one more for good measure. Oh Lord. This year, who am I speaking to? 𝐬𝐧𝐢? It's looking unlikely. Will your daughter graduate this year? It's looking unlikely. I don't know if she has some type of, is she in a relationship, or is your daughter like of age? Is she older? Like, is she like in a relationship or kind of like connected to someone or something? It feels like she's somewhat distracted or maybe having some type of issues. I don't know. These cards, so you have this man holding a heart, you have the third chakra card, you have attachment, you have someone being on a journey, someone walking away, and then you have to understand door to value. What's more valuable to you? Like, she has a lot going on. Like, is she in a relationship or something? It's looking, to be honest with you, it's looking unlikely, 𝐬𝐲. It could change, but it's looking unlikely. Yeah. She has a lot going on. Do you talk to her? Does she need like someone to talk to or to kind of sort out what's going on? She has a lot going on. And when it's a lot going on, it's a lot of distractions. She doesn't have a lot of time or energy to put into the work that she needs to. So those are distractions. Whatever it is, it's something distracting her. There's something that's being a distraction to her, and it's stopping her from putting her full energy into what she needs to do to be able to graduate. So there's something going on. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do have to go. I'm sorry I have to leave so soon, but hopefully it helped the guys, helped you all, whose questions I was able to answer. Again, please join me again tomorrow for another reading. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, share with everyone else as well if they need any help. And then also be sure to visit my website. It's in the description box. And then if you'd like to donate just for my time and services, you can donate to my Cash App. That's also in the description box. Thank you again. Love you guys. Peace.